Hi, I'm Shilley and welcome to Longacres. I'm here at the Longacres Garden Centre in Bagshot, which is located here off the A30. And we stock a whole range of garden related goods and products, from plants, houseplants, tools, giftware and so much more. We also have sites at Chobham and Shepperton if you're not close to Bagshot, and if you are further away, we do also have a huge range of our goods online at longacres.co.uk with nationwide delivery available. In today's video, I'm going to be planting out the next lot of vegetables here in my vegetable plot at the front of the store. I'm going to be planting two lots of lettuce today. One, a cut and come again type of lettuce, and another, an iceberg lettuce. The difference between the two is that the cut and come again lettuce you can plant much closer. They don't take up an awful lot of space. And what you can do is you can harvest them throughout the seasons. So you can take off a few leaves at a time and they'll continue to grow. The iceberg lettuce is slightly different in that it forms like you would see at the supermarket, your big heart of lettuce. A nice close-knit group of leaves that you can use in salads throughout the summer. With those ones you can only harvest once because you're taking away the whole plant in order to get that heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the spacing that's required for these vegetables and also show you the process of how I'm going to plant them here in my vegetable plot. Lettuces tend to be quite hardy. There are some hardier types than others. I'm quite confident that both of these will tolerate a light frost if we do happen to get one now, but as the season progresses, and we're already into April now, so we shouldn't really get too many more frosts, so I'm confident that these will be happy to plant outside. If you are further north or you are worried that your lettuce might get a little bit damaged by the frost, just cover them with a little bit of fleece to get them going, or a polytunnel or cloche over your lettuces, and they'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going to get on with planting the cut and come again lettuce, which are these ones here. They come in a 12 pack. Already grown, or you can purchase the seeds. This is a variety called red salad, so they have a little bit of a red tinge and they're great for use in salads. These are $2.29 for a 12 pack, as I said, and I'm going to show you how to plant them and the spacing they need now. So the first lettuce I'm going to plant out, as I said, was the cut and come again lettuce, the red salad variety. Now, as I said, these can be planted quite close together. They don't need an awful lot of space like the other lot do. However, they do require a little bit of spacing to make sure that they do grow properly. You get decent air circulation and it doesn't lead to things like botrytis and mould and things growing in your lettuces. I'm going to be planting these lettuces along this side here, and I'm going to be planting about 2 to every foot. Lettuces like to be somewhere that's quite sunny and nutrient rich soil. Obviously we've worked the soil here, we've added some nutrients, and so it should be fine. What I'm going to do now is just literally pop them out of these convenient little cells that they've been grown in and plant them into the soil along here. So the variety that I've chosen for that is Webb's Wonderful. It's a good all-round variety. It grows fairly big. It has a really nice crisp leaf to it. So it's a really, really nice lettuce. But because of the size and because they're forming this big cluster, they're not a cut and come again, you have to harvest the whole thing at once, and you have to give them more space. This is because they grow a lot bigger, and also because if you start taking leaves off this, it's not going to form that nice heart that you want. So with these, I'm going to be planting 1 to about every 1.5 foot, really. So that's quite a lot more space required than these ones. And I'm going to leave about 1.5 foot gap between those and these ones that I'm going to be planting here, purely because they do get so big. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these in now. So the Webb's Wonderful also come in packs of 12, and they also cost $2.29 already grown. Again, you can also buy the seeds for them, or just buy them in a 12 pack like this, ready to plant out. So as with planting out any plant, really, any vegetable, the next thing to do is to give them a really good soaking in, because that will help the roots to establish better and ensure that the plants get off to a really good start. What I'm also going to be adding is some more of the Baby Bio Defense product to the water. I discussed this in detail in the previous video where I planted my peas, but basically what it does is it helps protect plants from cold conditions, drought conditions and stressful conditions such as transplanting. So it's perfect to use right after you've planted your vegetables out. I'm going to be adding a capful of that into this as per the instructions on the bottle. Always make sure that you do read those instructions on the bottles and give these a really good soak. And that's all there is to it in terms of planting lettuces out. A really simple process. You've just got to make sure that spacing is right, and then you'll have a whole supply of salad leaves right the way through the summer. A really great way to grow your own. They're also really inexpensive and super easy to grow, so they're a great crop for first time vegetable growers. If you plant two types like I've done here, you get a variation in taste, flavour and harvest times, which is also a really nice thing to try. The cut and come, again, as I said, you can take leaves off and use them throughout the season. They'll continue to grow, and the web's wonderful. You can harvest as one big heart later on in the season for all your cooking needs. All of the products used today, including the baby bio and the vegetables, will be available on our website to order at longacres.co.uk. Do check that out, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future vegetable plot updates from here at Longacres. If you do happen to be popping into the Longacres store at Bagshot, do have a look and see how the veg plot is progressing yourself. It's right outside the main entrance. Also, don't forget to like Longacres on Facebook and also follow them on Twitter to keep up to date with all the news, special offers and more. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.